While it's of course better to be a bad challenge performer as opposed to a bad line cook in Hell's Kitchen, it's still important to show Gordon Ramsay and his prestigious guest judges some creativity and overall skills as a chef, or at the very least, put up a good dish to avoid a brutal punishment like eating testicles or general manual labor. However, whether it's a terrible team or individual performance, there have been some seriously terrible challenge dishes served throughout the years, to the point where it might have even been a reason why they were eventually eliminated. What's going on, guys? I'm FlynnMasters, and today, we'll be looking at the worst challenge moments in Hell's Kitchen history. Be sure to subscribe and like for more fun HK videos like this, and with that, let's take a look back at some awful challenge dishes.
Bloody hell, here I go again.
Elizabeth was a notable, very quiet character in season 9 despite being a good cook and almost earning a black jacket, and maybe the reason for her not getting that jacket is that she's just not a very good leader, or at the very least, not a good communicator, as we saw through Word Challenge of episode 6. The chefs would have to make dishes for the Culver City High School's 20-year reunion, and Elizabeth was in charge of relaying to the red team the info from the guest on what to cook. Despite it literally being a Hawaiian-themed reunion, and the guests making it very clear they wanted Hawaiian-inspired dishes, Elizabeth would for some reason misunderstand and have her team cook Asian dishes, along with serving a meat dish to a judge who couldn't eat meat. Again, this could be a perfect example of a terrible challenge performance costing someone in the long term, and why you need to take it just as seriously as dinner services. Because while Elizabeth was a better line cook than Elise, if she can't even relay basic information, how in the world can she lead a Gordon Ramsay restaurant?
Okay, so they definitely said they wanted Asian, so I would definitely want to do appetizer. Bacon wrapped, like scallops, is really nice. I think lentils is nicer with pork.
I don't know where the lentils came from. They're not Asian. I was confused as to if she really did have the right details or not.
The theme is Hawaiian.
What the hell? I didn't hear anything about Hawaiian. It was Asian.
Are you kidding me? They wanted Hawaiian? We're gonna look like idiots going up there with these Japanese dishes.
I think the guacamole is a little bit overpowering.
We can
That's
lighten up
all
on
I
that.
tasted.
Yeah, we can lighten up on that.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the blue.
I'm gonna be agreeing with Jenna on this one.
I agree. The blue.
Okay.
Finished with bacon lardons. I hope you enjoy it, ladies.
Did you say bacon?
Yes, bacon lardons.
I'll have to pass on this one.
I'm sorry. Elizabeth, Diada did explain that she's pescatarian and she couldn't eat meat.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was under the impression that, like, we could mix them. I'm sorry.
Jenna, how was that?
Well, I'm gonna have to admit I'm not a big scallop person.
Wow.
I honestly just didn't care for it that much. It's too barbecue-y. I thought maybe it was a little undercooked.
I think it's pretty obvious.
Yes.
Blue team, congratulations. Great job. 3-0.
I mean, we just got spanked so bad.
But in the episode right before this, we had another bad challenge performance from the red team. However, this time, pretty much everyone on the team was at fault here. The team had to make 6 protein dishes using just fire and water, but had to sit one person out, with them choosing to sit out the weakling carry. However, this would come back to bite them, as when it ended up being a 2-2 tie, Ramsay would break the tie by giving the blue team the win, punishing the red team for not only picking Elizabeth's dish over Carrie's, which was weaker, but all of them also overlooking Krupa's dish, as nobody realized that Krupa had mistaken filet mignon for veal.
I just tossed it in olive oil.
The seasoning needs a lot of work.
I'm disappointed. I expected more. Can I taste yours, please?
Yes, chef.
I think I would have preferred this to that one, actually.
You've got a great dish. It gives that vibrance in the mouth.
Thank you, chef.
I have one big issue with that dish, and it's not funny. That, madam, is not veal. That's filet mignon.
Oh, no.
Don't you know the difference between a filet mignon and a side of veal? And throughout the whole 45 minutes, no one noticed it wasn't being used. And in front of my guests, how dare you? We have a tie. But, red team, 2 big mistakes. The screw up on the veal. Secondly, the best dish sat on the side. Blue team, congratulations here. Yeah, well done.
Probably the most iconic dumb challenge moment comes from Sade in season 13, where in her first performance on the blue team, she was tasked with cooking a meal for members of the American Kennel Club, as they would be setting up a dog show for that night's service. However, Sade thought they were making food for the actual dogs instead of humans. No, I am not kidding.
I'm going to do a braised beef dish. I'm going to cut it down into small pieces that they can actually eat. They have to make dog food. I've never done this before.
Sade's, dicing up this New York strip. She knows we don't have to cook for the dogs, right? No one could be that stupid.
So I'm basically doing a braised beef dish. There has to be something that a dog can actually digest. I think the dogs are really gonna like it.
Serve, let's go.
My life.
I realize Oh my God, these are human portions. I thought we were cooking for dogs.
Looks like a dog all over my plate. Blue team, whose dish are we dropping? Saday's.
It never ceases to amaze me that when I make videos about general negative and bad moments, 90% of the time, I end up including Season 16 Blue Team members, and that's no different here, as not only did Matt and Polly both serve awful dishes, but they couldn't accept their failures.
Is there a pate there, or is it like a shrimp cocktail?
It'd be more like a lobster roll.
I'm from the East Coast, so a lobster roll is a lobster roll, and then a slider is something completely...
I didn't say it was a lobster roll, because it's made with shrimp, obviously.
Is this a slider?
To me, it is, chef. To you, it's not.
I just what I want to know in your mind, because you're not going to convince these experts that that is a slider. Did your team know you were doing this?
Yes, chef.
Okay, so they agreed.
Well, I mean, no one said anything differently.
She's shaking her head.
A little too spicy, the greens are kind of wilted and overdressed, big time.
I agree, a little too much heat for me.
What the do they know? That's why they're running burger joints.
I have a grilled ribeye with crab stuffed okra.
It looks rather strange. Okra, badly prepared. Raw, pureed slimy, and that's the worst bastardization of a ribeye I've seen this year. Out of 5, Paulie, that's got a 1, and I'm struggling at 1.
Was there anything redeeming about it at all? One component that was good?
Yeah, the plate you served it on. Now, off.
Dave is the definition of why, at the end of the day, the dinner services matter far more than the challenges, as while he's of course a legend of the show for dominating services with one arm, he was notably pretty terrible at the challenges, with him arguably even serving the most embarrassing challenge dish in Hell's Kitchen history. All I can say is, thank goodness Dave didn't compete in a future season, as I truly think he would have been eliminated in a Cook for Your Life challenge.
Sack. Not even cut all the way down. The sack ends there. And F. What goes well with haddock? Come on, Dave. Come on.
Figs.
Figs.
Fig? You kidding me?
Holy. What is that?
I made a cream cheese and mixed berry flavoring.
Looks like a plate of diarrhea.
Yes, chef.
I asked for a crate, not a plate of crap.
Yes, chef.
Here we go. And... oh, come on. It tastes foul. That's the kind of crap you serve when you've just come out of a heart bypass or an ulcer operation. That's a joke. Back in line, Dave.
Speaking of Cook for Your Life, while this wasn't necessarily a Cook for Your Life elimination challenge, at the final 7 of season 12, the chefs would cook a dish to not only make it into the Hell's Kitchen cookbook, but would also be cooking for a black jacket. Not only that, but there were some serious great past chefs to help Ramsay judge the dishes in Rock, Paul, and Dana. But literally only one of the chefs cooked a worthy dish in Joy, which is so shocking considering how talented these final 7 chefs were. And it would have been really funny had this indeed been an elimination challenge, as who knows who would have gone home in the sea of bad dishes.
Here we have stuffed halibut with goat cheese, crab, and shrimp.
I don't really get the capellini, to be honest with you. I think it just looks like you threw something on the plate just to add a starch. It's just very plain and boring.
The lamb for me looks a little bit undercooked.
It is, you're absolutely right.
You're just missing something.
It needs one more item on there just to bring it together.
The flavors were there, but the plating is a little bit sloppy.
You haven't rendered the fat down properly, so you've got that raw fat, which is unappetizing. I don't want to see raw fat in a photograph.
I'm actually gonna go with a 2. The pickled carrots, there's no pickle, they just taste like carrots.
Lacking seasoning, which I didn't expect. For me, it's a 3. Thank you.
Thank you, chefs.
Thank you.
It's a basil-infused mash.
It's very, very gluey.
It's almost like raw shoe pastry.
I put a little bit of flour to hold it because it was like soup.
What? Why would you put flour in mashed potatoes?
Damn.
Roasted rack of lamb. The sauce is...
Could you just stop for 2 seconds? You're going to bring me the rest of the rack of lamb. Why would you not put that on?
I was down to like 1 second, so that 1 second to cut it or the 1 second to take it off.
45 minutes.
I understand, Chef.
My instructions, every time we enter those challenges, get your proteins on.
Yes, Chef.
The lamb's actually overcooked.
Yeah, the lamb definitely does look like it's overcooked.
But unfortunately, I'm struggling to give you a 1.
Yes, Chef.
Thank you. Back in line.
Yes, Chef.
But this wasn't the only time there was only one good challenge dish in season 12, as at the final 14, the chefs would cook in pairs to make pizza dishes. Seriously, as Melanie put it, it's just a pizza. How hard can it be? Well, not only were Anton and Richard, the former being Italian, the only pair to produce a generally well-received dish, but we saw the red team cost themselves a challenge when Melanie chose to sit out Keisha's dish, which was far and away the best pizza on the red team. Season 12, I love ya, but why are y'all so bad at these challenges?
Dough's a little bit too thick for me.
Okay, sorry.
I don't like that it's undercooked. It makes it boring.
Yep, that just happened.
It looks a little funny. It's not round, it's not square.
Did you trim that off there?
Yeah, I just shaped it off.
And you cut off the best parts. How would you mark that out of 5, Chef?
I think I would give it a 2.
I'm giving that a 1.
Okay. I must say, if you would bring me that to the table, I would not be a happy guy.
Nor would I.
But I would have cut the lobster into smaller pieces.
Yes, Chef.
So I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, I'm disappointed with the lobster because it sounds better than it actually tastes. I'll give it a 2.
I think our pizza's great, and it's a pizza. Like, who doesn't know how to cook pizza?
You have to cook the bottom too.
What a shame.
You know, you can't send out pizza with raw dough. Look at that.
No.
This is like you could stretch it almost again.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah, it's lovely. Why did you leave that behind?
They said because it was burned on the edge.
That's not burnt.
I probably would have given it a 3.
I would have given that a 4. That, for me, has been your best pizza. That would have matched Anton and Richard's.
I've talked about Melissa's downfall in season 3 a couple times on my channel, but in those videos, I've never really gone in depth about her essentially single-handedly costing the red team a challenge due to her bossy behavior. The teams had to make dishes for a couple going to celebrate the wedding that night, and Melissa, who admittedly had been very strong up until that point, tried to take control of her team, but this just led to confusion and general bickering from the Hell's Bitches red team, to the point where they produced dishes so bad that they were afraid to even present them.
Guys, all the food has to be hot, okay? And I'm assuming that you have a little bit of knowledge of how to cook.
I am above all this.
Argue. Hell's bitches, yeah. Did you use the time wisely?
No, Chef.
What?
Many people were arguing on our team, Chef.
Oh, come on, ladies. Why are we arguing, Julia?
There was one person that wanted to run around and do every single thing.
Who's in charge?
I'm in charge. I need help.
I didn't put you in charge, madam. You're standing there acting like some jumped-up little cave woman. What's the matter?
Chef, I don't think that we should serve them our food.
Melissa, this is barely 24 hours before their big day. You are not going to spoil it. Bring the appetizers forward and do as you're told. Please present the meat on trays.
We shouldn't send it. Don't tell them.
Melissa, I don't know what you're trying to do, but right now, I'm starting to get pissed. Now, will you send your food?
That's a duck breast.
I'm deeply embarrassed.
I am as well.
You 4 Hell's bitches, I am embarrassed. That was a joke. You should be ashamed.
But to me, the worst challenge performance in Hell's Kitchen history comes at the final 7 of season 10. What's crazy about this challenge is that not only was this final 7 relatively talented, at least compared to the other eliminated contestants, but this challenge wasn't even anything crazy, as they had 45 minutes as a team to make 3 dishes, all coming from the Hell's Kitchen menu that they were obviously very familiar with, in a risotto, cod, and lamb dish. And yet despite this, for the first and still only time in Hell's Kitchen history, not one good dish was served, resulting in no winning team. Just how does this happen?
Risottos. Wow. I mean, honestly, come on. It tastes smoky because it's burnt. Crunchy. The point goes to none of you. Are you kidding me? Clemenza, what's missing?
Dashi broth.
Come on, Clemenza.
Raw. The point goes to none of you. It's embarrassing. Oh. Wow. Oh. Yeah, we're red team.
I sliced the lamb, Chef. I apologize.
You sliced the lamb or you chewed the lamb? Oh. Wow. I am seriously disappointed. For the first time ever, Gordon Ramsay, cannot pick a winner.
So there you have it, guys, the worst challenge dish moments in Hell's Kitchen history. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe and like, and I'll get you more HK content just like this. With all that said, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.
Get out of there.